Bioshock Infinite, the third game in the Bioshock franchise, and the critical and commercial success that killed Irrational Games. Think about that. How the hell does that happen? This game was a hit in every respect, and within a few months, Irrational Games had laid off most of its staff and shuttered its doors in a few years. And it was down to a lot of, you know, there was a fair bit of publisher fuckery with Take-Two and 2K, but it was also that this game was an absolute nightmare to work on by all accounts. But it is a shame that this was the last game Irrational ever made. It's also got something else that I find particularly interesting. This game, I'll give you a little background. When I decided I was going to do Bioshock, and record it, and upload it, I didn't own the things. I'd owned the first Bioshock game for about a year or two, I think it was 2 years, before I decided to actually jump into it properly. And that had been sitting in my library, I knew it was there, I was just, you know, kind of weighing up my options. As to when I wanted to play it, and I don't know why I never got around to it. It took me ages, but in any case, 2 years, thereabouts, Bioshock was in my library for. As soon as I started playing it, I realized I definitely wanted to play Bioshock 2, and that I wanted to play Bioshock Infinite. So I went onto Steam, and I bought Bioshock 2, that went fine. Then I tried to buy Bioshock Infinite, only for Steam to obstinately turn around and tell me, "What are you talking about? You already have this game in your library." Which surprised the hell out of me, because I don't ever remember having bought this game. But there it is, sitting in my library, actively installed on my computer. On top of that, I have played it, apparently, which, again, another surprise. Steam is telling me 1st of March 2015 was the last time that I apparently played this. I don't remember a frame of this game. I'll tell you what's more insane than that. I checked the achievements. I've unlocked 3 of them so far. I've reached Monument Island. No idea what that means. But I've gotten I've managed to get 103 minutes into this game before apparently I dropped it in 2015. But the first achievement, reaching the lighthouse, I got in 2014. Early in 2014, relatively. Must have been just after I bought it the first time, then dropped it for a year, played it in 2015, then dropped it for the next 8 years. And furthermore to that, I have a physical copy of this game that I apparently bought sometime prior to 2014, probably in 2014, for $50. Which is remarkable, because in 2014, $50 was a lot of money for me to spend on anything. Much less a game that I never picked up. I mean, look at this thing. Never used, as far as I can tell. I may have installed it on the disc. Also, shout out to the EB Games employee that pasted the barcode over Elizabeth's face. Absolutely stellar job, that individual. Hold on a second. Check out that reversible cover. Look at that thing. Damn. I like that. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to take that sticker off. So this truly is a remarkable experience for me. I don't know how I've managed to completely erase this game from my entire memory, from ever having thought about it, to the point where I went out to buy a game I already had. But in any case, there it is. I'm finally getting round to it. It has been a long time coming. Let's play Bioshock Infinite. And I assure you I don't remember a thing about this game. And I don't suppose, as far as I got into it, it really matters. I doubt there are any, anything particularly, spoilery less than 2 hours into the game. So let's just start the main game. There's the downloadable content. I think those are the, it's got continue. Would that actually start me from where I last left off in 2015? So let's check load chapter. June 8th, 2014, March 1st, 2015. You try to figure that one out. I don't know where that came from. Okay, no, So, let's just ignore that. I'll start from the beginning. How does a game sit in that... Sorry, this woman is staring directly at me. I don't like it. There are... What I'm looking at here is that there are actually people hanging around. Have they fixed the ability for this game to have you walk around people you're not supposed to shoot? Because there are 2 children there. And I'm going to try to shoot a child. I'm not. Okay, new game. Let's start it. This will overwrite your most recent autosave. I'm pretty sure that the autosave from 2015 can be overwritten at this point. Let's do this. Start new game. Select the difficulty you want for the new game. Now, the difficulty is always a complicated issue. On one hand, I completed Minerva's Den on hard, so maybe I can play it on hard. But I kind of want the medium sort of experience. I hear there's some really annoying parts of this game, and I kind of just want to have fun with it. I don't want to be, like, agonizing about, like, approaches and combat styles. I just want to, you know, have a bit of fun playing my little shooter. I don't want to worry about having the most difficult possible experience or showing off or anything like that. So I'm just going to play on medium this time. I'm dropping it down a level. Medium. Enter to continue. Also, this game looks extremely good so far. I like that menu of the, like, swishing through Colombia. Bioshock Infinite. A lot of stars and stripes. Very American. You've unlocked the golden pistol and machine gun upgrades. Find them in weapons. Find the weapons to equip them. Okay, I'll take your word on what that means.
Booker, are
Someone's
you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
The mind of the subject will desperately struggle to create memories where none exist. Barriers to transdimensional travel are Lutus, 1899. 1912, coast of Maine.
Are you going to just sit there?
As compared to what? Standing?
Not standing, rowing.
Rowing? Hadn't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder the burden?
No, but I do expect you to do all the rowing.
7th Cavalry Wounded Knee.
What here was your idea?
My idea?
I made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do, but we're never going to get there.
No.
It's a Mauser.
I mean, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would assist.
Perhaps you
Bring
should
to New
ask
York
him.
on... I
He's got
didn't see what that
greater
last word
interest
was.
in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does. There's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row.
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean.
I don't. What are you talking about? I should have subtitles on. I thought I did. I better double check that.
We've arrived.
At a different lighthouse. But just off the coast of, the state of Maine.
It's
E
not
to climb the...
moving.
Oh, I'm...
Eventually.
Sorry.
It does.
These 2 British rowers...
Shall we tell him when we'll be returning?
Would that
yeah, who are you guys?
Might give him some comfort.
At least that's something we can agree on.
Hey! Is somebody meeting me here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
And off they fuck.
Someone inside.
Oh, okay, so first of all, need to make sure I've got... I'm just going to stand out of the rain. Make sure I've got subtitles on. And I want to air some thoughts quickly. That might be an audio. Dialogue subtitles are off for some reason. I thought I set that on. Save changes. There we go. I have $5, which isn't a... In 1912, that's not a small amount of money. And 0... Not a clue. So I'm Booker DeWitt. I know this much, and I'm looking for someone... Oh, pick up a silver eagle. Oh, these ones. That's money. Okay, there was a little bit of money here. That's always nice. Well, I have a voice, which always shocks me sometimes when I have a character, especially considering the last 2 games didn't have a voice protagonist. Now I've got a voice. He's, He's a cavalryman, or at least he has a box saying 7th... No, yeah, he's a 7th... Booker DeWitt, 7th Cavalry, Wounded Knee. Which is... That says a lot. The battle... Well, they say the Battle of Wounded Knee. Most people would call it the Wounded Knee Massacre these days. It's a pretty dark day in American military history. And apparently I was there. Eee. Very well then, Booker DeWitt is looking for Elizabeth. Who's... the woman from the box art, and I know nothing else about what she is. I presume I'll be running into her up in Colombia, which will be at the top of this lighthouse. This, I imagine, is a similar device to what took Jack and, no, just Jack to Rapture. Delta was already down there. Though I believe this entire setup is in a completely different timeline and universe. This is not at all canonically related to the original Bioshock games. DeWitt, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance. Alright. I'm gonna have a look around the lighthouse first. Is that someone humming? We're close to the coastline here. Search containers for useful supplies. Ah. Search the barrel. Silver Eagle and a can of beans to increase health. There's another Silver Eagle there. Silver Eagles appear to be money. Now, I know that I'm heading up to Colombia, which is in the clouds rather than in the ocean, which is a nice place for it. I love an ocean city, but there is something about a floating balloon city that is at least as neat. Also, this game still looks fantastic.
Excuse me. It's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
Okay, one more second. Can I increase the, size of, projectile, no. Gameplay, is it going to be in here? The UI is quite small. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I'll have a look in between recordings. I'm afraid I'm just going to have to go with it for now. But the UI is probably not suited for a 1440p monitor. So it's a little bit on the... Like, look at how small this window is, and I've got all this screen around me. So, Booker, me old lad, I don't really think there's anyone here waiting for you. Shall I wash away my sins? Probably the massacre at Wounded Knee would be up there on things I should probably wash about. A jar of pickles, lovely. Some more money, I'll take that. Another can of beans. All operating the same as it did in Bioshock 1. Even older time music. Very well, I shall wash away my sins. That's what I look like.
Good luck with that, pal.
You're not gonna at least splash your face there, bro? Because that's what you're usually supposed to do. From Sodom shall I lead thee? Sodom being America, clearly. To a more pure
Is anyone here?
existence.
Hello?
Silver Eagle and cereal. What's the radio? Old time religion. No, I don't know what he's saying. I can't quite hear it. Very well. Use the telephone. Okay. Oh, look at this map. No. Nobody picking up. Gulf of Mexico. There is a... Be prepared, he's on his way. You must stop him. On his way to what? No, C. Who's C? He is on his way. I don't know. From Savannah, Georgia to... Is that Montgomery, Alabama? Can't quite read some of these. Somewhere in Louisiana. Through the north of Texas, then to Arizona, Colorado, Missouri, up to Chicago, then to New York, over to Maine. That'd be where we are, right? That's going to be the... These are lighthouses, perhaps? This is the path the city takes as it travels. And down to New York. That's not... No, that one's Delaware. Whatever the one up the top there is, I can't remember. To Washington, over Raleigh, and then down back to Florida. No, that's not Florida. No, that's Georgia. Back to Georgia again. Back to Savannah, Georgia, right? Right? I think that what that might be is the actual path the city takes as it travels over the continental United States. That'd be Colombia I'm talking about. And, yeah, condensed schedule to and from Colombia. So, yeah, that's the path, and this is the one of the lighthouses you have to be at in order to travel up there. To thine own land shall I take thee. Turn on the sink. Once again, running up water bills. God, doesn't this game look really good? I mean, one of the things of traveling through a franchise... Let's turn that off. One of the things of traveling through any particular franchise is watching sort of... Oh, that. Is watching the progression of, like, graphical quality and textures and everything. It's... Plus salt, okay. It's, one of my favorite things of, like, progressing through, franchises. I'm kind of standing around here delaying. I wanted to check on that. Let's head up. Oh, that's blood. That's a handprint of blood. Someone has not gone very... I'm gonna guess things didn't go so well for this gentleman. He looks like he's been...
Shit.
He's had the shit torture. Is this the guy we were supposed to meet? He's been shot through the face. Don't disappoint us. Or this'll happen, presumably. Silver Eagles. I'll take the money, I might as well. You have to actually look up. You can pick up, stuff on shelves. The time is... 25 past 1. Took me a second to read that, because I thought the second hand was a, minute hand, so apologies. I can read an analog clock. I'm taking this was our contact. Things have not gone well for him. In New Eden soil shall I plant thee. Search this barrel. A pear. Delicious. I love pears. Who has killed this guy? Is it Colombia? Of all the people who might have done that, I would put Colombia up at the top of that particular list. Whoever runs that place. Something starting with C. I know the main sort of antagonist's name is something starting with C. I can't remember the bloody name, though. Oh, 3 bells. A scroll, a key, and a sword. Give me a second. I'm going to look around first. A barrel. More silver eagles, more money. I now have $18 on me. I am loaded in this day and age. You can see, like, the coastal cities on Maine. Foggy New England... Well, it's morning. No, it's got to be, No, it's got to be morning, yeah. 1:30 in the morning. Just shy of, in any case. Looks the most normal thing you can imagine, except for this.
Wait a minute, that card.
1 scroll. Got it. Ring. I presume I'm going to have to be doing some more of those sorts of puzzles. What in the Jesus H. Christ was that? Okay, we're about to get abducted by aliens. Well, that's Colombia responding. That's high profile. I mean, even in this day and age, someone's going to see this, and there's going to be someone. Like, do the powers that be know that this city exists? Is a door going to open at some point? You'd think that the United States would object to a big city floating above its soil. But what are they going to do about it? They can't fly up there and shoot it down. Not yet.
Alright. Looks like they expect me to sit in their fancy chair.
Yeah, well, it looks like a barber's chair. Looks like I'm going to get a haircut. Well, not with the headrest there, maybe. Okay. I mean, there's nothing else to do here, so let's sit in the big red chair, and I presume we're heading on our way up to the magical floating heaven city. And it's locked me in. What did you think was going to happen? You saw.
The bindings are there as a safeguard.
Well, how are you moving your neck like this, man? You're strapped in. Oh my god, that's a rocket. That's my gun! So much for that.
Ascension in the count of 5.
Ascension.
No, no.
3, 2,
I'll see if I can find a way to increase the UI size. Because those subtitles are useless.
Just stay calm.
5,000,
That's actually a rocket. I thought it was going to be a balloon.
10,000 feet,
It's actually letting me see his face a few times. Pull some serious G's. Hallelujah. My fucking god, that angel. Yeah, again, I can't feel like even someone would know that unless it's projecting that overcast clouds, because it doesn't look as overcast from this angle. Maybe it's like a hologram or some kind of thing. Look at that. American flag with a badge and a star, a single star in the center. How many stripes? I gotta check. Father Comstock. That'll be the guy I was thinking of. Our prophet. Well, that's something in any case. Didn't have quite as punch of running into Rapture. Why would he send his savior something? If we will not raise a finger for our own salvation, and though we deserve not his mercy, he has led us to this new Eden. A last chance for redemption. So you remember how Ryan didn't like God very much? I get the feeling this guy is a big fan. A lot of Christian imagery, but particularly that sort of American flavor of Christianity. And the prophet shall lead the people to the new Eden. And there is Father Comstock. It's almost like Mormonism. There's my health bar. And I am now released. Ah, the God rays going through that as well. Find a way into the city. Very well. That was a rocket ship to Colombia in 1912. That's remarkable. They had like little flare rockets way back in the Napoleonic Wars and probably beforehand, but listen to that. I'm not sure if this is... Well, yeah, it is. It's simultaneously quite beautiful and extraordinarily creepy. Saving profile. Up to the altar. Pick up the silver regal. The word of the prophet. I would skim that before heading into town. I would at the very least want to know the basics. Can't take the book. Yeah, if I were Booker, the first thing I'd do is sit down here and at least give that like a ruffle through. Promised land is in the sky. The new Eden, apologies. Alright. The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. Well, okay, so there sounds like something remarkably apocalyptic about that. The seed of the prophet, so their child. Is that child me, or is that child Elizabeth? Or is it someone unrelated? I want to start sitting giving a prediction. Shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. So, drown the mountains of man in flame. So he intends to burn America, right? Wow. Quite a statue to yourself there, buddy. You are not shy about that. The Welcome Center. Have I got a map? No, I don't think I do have a map in this occasion.
Excuse me. Where am I?
Hello, you're in a...
Or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
Hi. Can I look around? Do you mind? You're not gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna... The Lamb. Don't say that. Come on.
Such questions to myself, unless I want to get made.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's gonna take him long to make you, bro. The future of our city. But I suppose we're going incognito to begin with. Should I steal from the collection plate? Is that a good idea? I don't want to get made. There is a guy back there, but he probably can't see me. I'm not sure what the etiquette is here. Like, my immediate instinct is to take everything that's not nailed down, but these are extremely... I can search the fiddle case. These are extremely, devoted religious people, and they might, especially that, might cause a problem. I got it. Booker, don't need to prompt me. Alright, I'll take the money. And more money. I'm not gonna take it. This looks like it would cause problems if I tried to nick it. I'm gonna assume it's where that man is. So I'm going to... I can run a bit. Head to here. Why is there water everywhere? That's just gonna make you... Everyone's gonna have wet socks, and that's... terrible. And in my womb shall grow the seed of the prophet. So this'll be, Comstock's wife? Probably not that. I don't know if it even goes that far. Concubine might be a better word. Confession. Again, I don't want to take the money here. That's just gonna... Pick up a voxophone. Oh, this will be the audio logs. Oh my god, that is so cool. It's a portable shellac record player. How is that a thing? And where can I get one of these? Pick up voxophone. Play audio log. Lady Comstock.
Love the prophet.
So maybe the
because he
wife.
loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer? Without sin, what grace has forgiveness?
So Lady Comstock and Father Comstock. And there are two altars separate. Devoted to either one of them.
Of the prophet.
Yeah, thank you for... I read that. Please don't make inane comments throughout the entire game here. I will look at this gift. This is just a flag. But I'll look at that. More money. I think that's probably what was in the... thing. That's Lady Comstock. These will be statues of her. Very religious... like, poses. Like, that's a... So we got, yeah, two altars. One to the... well... no, one to the child, one to the father, one to the lady. There's got to be something there. I presume we'll find out who the seed of the prophet is and how important they are. I didn't steal too much money. It's alright. You don't have to stare at me like you... okay. Gladium. The sword. Clawum. The key. Volumen. The scroll.
And every year, on this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our Savior
Jesus.
and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit through sacrifice and the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves
Preacher
in the
Whitting.
sweet waters of baptism. And lo, if the prophet had struck down our enemies at wounded knee, and not railed against the Sodom beneath us, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us, but not accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, and not prayed for our deliverance, it would have been enough. If the prophet had only prayed for our deliverance, and not led us to this new Eden, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just led us to the new Eden, and not purged the vipers of the Orient, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just purged the vipers of the Orient, but not suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, but not expelled the vox populi, it would have been enough.
But he did all of those things. He went far above and beyond. Purge the Orient. Something about Wounded Knee again. That's come up again. Did Comstock also fight at Wounded Knee? He's done a lot of presumably less than wholesome things in his life. I guess I'm getting baptized, aren't I? Alright. God, the white-suited men and women. How do I get... Do I enter the circle? Excuse me. AD on the back of his hand. Is it someone new?
Colombia to be watered clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord.
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city.
These guys seem dedicated,
Brother,
and I'd
the only
be
way to
careful.
Colombia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
Hey, I'm just looking to pass through.
Glory be. I think I've got to go get baptized. That's going to involve me dipping my head in some water.
Might as well get it over with.
Come
He's gonna
be cleansed. Hallelujah!
Alright, yay. Let's get cleansed. Hallelujah. Dunk me in some water, I presume, is what they're going to do.
Hey,
Or nearly drown me, probably. Your eyes look
in the name of our prophet, in the
You've
name
got
of
a
our founders, and the name
heavily
of our
cataract.
Lord.
Yeah. They're gonna do that thing where they nearly drown you, but don't quite.
I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
I imagine it's gonna take a lot of nearly drowning me to make me look clean. Could you nearly... How did you actually drown me? Oh.
Who's there? Who's there?
Race 2, so he's a
What do you want?
drinking, gambling, smoking.
I told you. I'm not gonna do it.
Who is he dealing
Go
with?
away.
He- He didn't want to be part of it. If this is a flashback... Oh, hold on, I'm in control. Sorry, I thought this was a cutscene. Excuse me. What's going on here? Booker DeWitt, investigators into matters both public and private. Oh, yep, that'll be them attacking New York. In the future? That's the Empire State, that's the Chrysler Building, that's decades in the future. That looked like the 1940s. That's Ben Franklin. That's George Washington. Probably Jefferson. Father Franklin, Father Washington. Father Jefferson. I was right. Yay! So,
Idiot priest needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and drowning one.
oof.
I need to find a landmark and figure out where the hell I am.
Iconography of the Founding Fathers is always something that, is yeah, I feel like this would be a big problem with the guys originally. Especially Washington. He would not have wanted to be shown kneeling and holding a sword forward, I think. He was an extraordinarily humble man. Franklin, not so much. Although I think even, like, both he and Jefferson would probably, like, see this and sort of oppose it on principle. They're big on... Here's what I can gather is that they're big on the ideals of, like, well, the very specific ideals of what America was. And returning to those. So they're hardline reactionaries. And religious fanatics.
Prophet fills our lungs with water, so they may better love the air.
Thank you. Thank you, Okay. Thank you. Eat the apple. Okay, why not? Oh, I think I, Oh, okay, so you did try to drown me, but it was in good spirits. Well, I'm glad to hear that, so I've actually lost a bit of health. Take all this. Heal up a bit. Do you have anything to say? No. It's a pretty garden. What is Colombia, if not another ark for another time? Yeah, that shot of the city, that was New York in the future. It looked like in the 40s or the late 30s, maybe even later, the 50s or the 60s. There are a lot of buildings there that aren't there in 1912.
He who crossed the Delaware with flaming sword and wings of angels.
That'll be Washington.
Watch over me and lend me strength. Shield my mind from fear and doubt, so that I may hold fast against all invaders. Father Washington, hear my prayer.
So, literally deifying the Founding Fathers, particularly Washington.
Rebel against ignorance and tyranny. Share with me your wisdom and
Who are you praying? Father Jefferson.
Judgment shine like a beacon through the darkness. Father Jefferson, hear my prayer.
Who's praying to Father Franklin? What are they going to say about him?
By the sword and the scroll and the key. Amen.
Sword, scroll, and the key. And there are three Founding Fathers. Franklin has the key. Jefferson has the scroll. And Washington has the sword. Franklin was an intellectual. And a... kind of a... inventor of things. But he was also... well, he was one of, like, the key... unifiers and diplomats of the early United States and pre-United States, even back in the days of the colonies. Washington, of course, he's got the sword because he was the general that led the colonial forces to victory against the British, and Jefferson was obviously he wrote the scroll. He wrote one of the early drafts of the Declaration of Independence. He was a political... Well, he was a president. So we got two presidents, but one guy who was just sort of... Well, Franklin wasn't a president, but the other two are, so it's kind of understandable they didn't maybe put John Adams up as one of their sort of amazing figures. He wasn't as popular as the others. But Jefferson, holding the scroll, I mean, he wrote a lot. He was a philosopher. Not quite so into Christianity, as it were. Not in the way you guys appear to be. Whew, that is a church and a half, isn't it? But I'm trying to get my head around the philosophy based on what I know about the founding of America.
No chance or luck, only providence. And that you see its divine hand at work, you discern the transmundane. Your inspiration and imagination transcend mere science and open
Father Franklin.
eyes to the mystery. Father Franklin, hear my prayer.
They're referring to the founding fathers as literally father, but Father Comstock has seemed to have like incorporated.
Don't mean it ain't got its fair share of fools. All right, still got a girl to find.
Yeah. Where does Comstock come into this? Has he like made himself a founding father? Oh, a banana. Yum. I love bananas. Comstock has by the seed of the prophet. Yeah, we've read this. Okay, let's go through. getting to grips with exactly what's behind Colombia is as important as anything else that's happened. Woof. The amount of effort it must take not to crash shit into other stuff, because there are bits connected by rail, and these like large buildings are free floating at times on balloons, but they've got like jet engines next to them as well. What's powering those? God, look at that rail network. That's freight, I think. Certainly, if there's people in there, they're not comfortable.
I know, Mr. Rossignol. I've never had an oyster. Mr. Rossignol, you terrible.
It's straight up, like, just...
Yesterday I had to take a gondola, rubbing elbows with all sorts.
Oh dear. All sorts. Hot dogs, plump, juicy, and tender. Try our $2 Alexander hot dogs. Creamy root beer. Fresh popcorn, $1. Ice cold lemonade. Oh my god, I'd love a lemonade. Can I buy a lemonade from you? Can I eat that hot dog? Is he going to be angry at me if I take this hot dog without paying for it? Nope. Completely fine with it. This is almost like a straight open world game.
Perfect day for the celebration.
Father Comstock must have foreseen and planned it just this way.
You know, he might have weather balloons up. I mean, come on. Let's not... Of course they believe he's divine. God probably told him what day it was going to be. Oh my god, how big is this city? It's massive.
That statue... I just think it fails to capture Father Comstock's absolute, you know, divinity.
Okay, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good job. I mean, look at that beard. It is flowing in the wind. Hello, kid. Can I buy a newspaper? All of Colombia celebrates. Colombia raffle and fair expected to be larger than ever this year, says Warden Watts. This is the Minuteman Gazette. Haha.
Did you see the paper this morning?
Mm-hmm. Horrible what the Vox did.
There's no sense in reasoning with those savages.
Comstock will handle them.
Okay, so who are the Vox? I picked up a voxophone. Is that related to them? Vox means voice in Latin.
Like does not matter to a Liberty Scout. There's no room for preference, only duty.
Oof. Well, that sounds like Hitler Youth, doesn't it, Liberty Scout? Oh shit, which way do I go? Okay, give me 1 second. So I had to check how to see where the way to go forward is. Locate the Statue of Colombia. Is that not it? Well, it looks like I have to go down this street. I'd like to look into this, though.
Family and fatherland. Who could be against all that?
Okay. Faith, family, and fatherland. Yeah, not a little bit Nazi around here, is it? I suppose there's a fine line between, this kind of Christo-fascist, nonsense and, straight-up National Socialism. Sales. Repairing fine custom work a specialty.
Never hire an artist, my dear fellow. They are a temperamental and unreliable lot to a man. I told him that the park is
Kinetoscope.
exceedingly far behind schedule. The landscaping is half finished. The statuary hasn't arrived. The fountain is full of rainwater, for God's sake. Even the marigolds are still unplanted. All work which should have been done months ago. Do you know what he told me? He said that he was tired. That the work had taken much from him. I said, good God, man, don't tell me about
Voxophone.
details. Just get it done.
I want to hear this first.
You almost finished down there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yeah, no, artists are like that, aren't they? Zachary Hale Comstock. That'll be the father himself.
The Archangel showed a vision. show this to me, Archangel. I'm not a strong man. I'm not a righteous man. I am not a holy man. And she told me the most remarkable thing. You're right, prophet. But if grace is within the grasp of one such as you, how can anyone else not see it in themselves?
So he's got divine inspiration from an archangel. That, well, really leaning. I mean, yeah. Fairly common technique for, religious-based grifters. People coming to it. It looks the whole city just shake and move. I'm going to... Oh. Okay, just want to check this. I've got voxophones, 2 of them so far. I can't seem to save whenever I like. And I've got the objectives is to locate the Statue of Colombia. Isn't that... That's what I'm looking for, right? That's this. Never mind. I might have to check inside, like, underneath it. That or think... But I can't seem to actually save the game. Actively. So if I miss... voxophones, I suppose I'm just going to miss them. I can't go back for them at all. So I'll try to be vigilant. Oh, search this trash can. That's a nice looking trash can. A wooden trash can. Very lovely.
There. That's enough of that kind of talk. Sometimes I don't know if I'm raising a duke or a dimwit.
This poor kid. Okay, this is not the Statue of Colombia. It's going to be up there somewhere. Ooh, a delicatessen. Vox Populi, voice of the people.
It's Latin. It means...
Latin.
Not a fan of Latin, are you? Voice of the people, or the people's voice, something along those lines. Vox Populi. I don't speak Latin, but I can... No, they're a bit racist as well. Or at least xenophobic in any case. A hint of an accent. Damn foreigners coming here stealing our jobs. I'm expecting a fair chunk of that sort of thing. Hello, friend.
Hey, citizen. You're looking fit.
Thank you. You're looking well as well. I like being complimented on my appearance. This is the menu. These kids playing with the fire hydrant. Had to think about what that was called. Where are they getting their water from? Collected from the rain? Oh, that is a magic powered horse. What is that powered by? Like, it's like a Tesla coil. Easter Patch Lane Easter and Sons. Patton Lane Easter and Sons. So they don't have real horses up there. They got sort of electric. You'd think that he could have just figured out how to do an internal combustion engine or an electric motor that turns a wheel than having this contraption, but, you know. Who am I to question divine inspiration? This is clearly something greater than... Hello, gentlemen. Oh, delicious. Health. What the hell is salt? A vision of a great city. The prophet Comstock leads his people out of the Sodom below. What America had become. A miracle child is born. Future of the city is secured. She. So Elizabeth, right? Are those guys like the US government who want me to save America from Elizabeth's tyrannical drive that will destroy their way of life?
The right event to attend on a day like today is serious business, you know. Can't be everywhere at once. You'll always miss something.
That's why we're going to the raffle.
Good feeling this year.
If you hit Alt, you can actually slow your speed. I think. Yeah, there, and slow down. Okay, so I can go at a walk pace if I want. There's some more money back here. God, the amount of... Seriously, this is gonna hit things and cause a lot of problems. But,
Raffle and fair.
1912. So, we want to suggest that the Civil War and its consequences are going to be the big problem with what these guys left America for, to hang around above it, presumably.
He's strong in the sword, but a bit weak in the key and the scroll, if you get my meaning.
The false shepherd seeks only to lead our lamb astray. I'm getting the feeling that Elizabeth will be the lamb, and that makes us the false shepherd, right? Because we're gonna lead her astray. Very astray. Use the kinetoscope. I don't know if I could use the one in the, in the other place back there. But I want to try this. Beware the false shepherd. The word of the prophet. Who is the false shepherd? Is it him? Is it him? Or him? Is it you? Only our vigilance protects the lamb from the false shepherd. Finn. Neat. Very cool. Yeah, we're the false shepherd, right? And that's what's... That's how Comstock's gonna send legions of his crazed followers after us. You are on your honor. Put money in the basket. The founders bless you. Okay, I won't steal out of it then. Ooh, a health kit. Let's not, like, chow down on this guy's cake. I don't want to make a spectacle of myself, but I want to take that health kit. I don't think I get to keep health kits. If you run out of health, you just die. There's no, like, holding up spare health kits to heal up in mid-combat. Can I use this telephone? That turns it off. Let's turn it back on. It's a good tune. Wow, that's got bullet... No, that's got straw in it. I thought it had a big pile of bullets in. Like an ammo crate. Oh, which way? Up here, I think, right? God only knows. Colombia's gayest quartet. The music of tomorrow. Albert Fink presents. So good, they're doing well. That's a great barbershop quartet. Colombia's gayest quartet. One would certainly hope so. It's delightful. Fireworks. I want to go over there, though. Whatever's over there, it's going to be interesting. How long can I stand here and watch the barbershop quartet? How long? I mean, I'm enjoying it. It might be repeating. Let's go over here. I want to look down here. I think it's finishing, actually. Come on. This is ridiculous. I can't stand here and watch these guys. Fantastic performance, gentlemen. Very, very gay indeed. The gayest of quartets. How delightful, how wonderful, how pleasant.
Would you care for a boutonniere? We're raising money for the Girls' Patriotic League.
I would love to donate...
You
Oh,
look
no.
dashing with one in your lapel. Come back if you change your mind.
Why? I want to be able to get one. I'd do it to blend in. You know, donate to the girls, but how can I be an evil, like, horrible false prophet leading the lamb astray if I've donated to the Girls' Patriotic League? Voxophone. More of Comstock.
One man goes into the waters of baptism, a different man comes out, born again. But who is that man who lies submerged? Perhaps that swimmer is both sinner and saint, until he is revealed onto the eyes of man.
Schrodinger's sinner. Alright, I think that's what's around here. I can head back onto the real path. It's semi-linear. But that's fine. You know, open world is all well and good, but you don't want your audience getting distracted, and I think it's, you know, I want to go off and have a look at that though. I am wasting way too much time. I am wasting your time, I'm wasting my own time. Argument here between the two kids.
Oh, don't turn into some finkton radical on me, John. I do not want to be some character out of I Married a Vox Populi, now do I?
The Vox Populi are a real thorn in everyone's side here, aren't they? Are you guys playing something? Oh no, they... Rock, paper, scissors. You won that! You got scissors, she had rock. What are you looking disappointed for? Alright. That'll be... Okay, that's the Statue of Colombia. Right?
They said I'd find her.
Okay.
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt.
Hi.
Telegram for you, sir.
How did you know I was here? Have I logged in?
DeWitt, stop. Do not alert Comstock to your presence. Stop. Whatever you do, do not pick number 77. Stop. Tess.
Do not pick 77. Go to Monument Island and find the girl. Apparently I've done this before. By the way. I can't get over the fact that I don't remember any of this. It's not ringing any bells even now. Search to the trash cans, and I will pull this pineapple out of this trash can, and I will shove it down my face. Lovely. Hello. Yeah, sorry, it seems a bit intimate. I'm going to leave you to it. That's where I just came from. Do not pick 77.
Why, good day to you, sir.
Hello.
Like, how do you do? Be friendly, DeWitt. He's such a city slicker, just completely short with all the friendly people saying hello, and he's just like, yeah, hi, fucking do not make eye contact with me. I wish I could check the map so I could see if I'm searching everywhere. I can hear a voice. I want to go and search, but I want to make sure there's not a... There are voxophones around I want to pick up, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back to them. Hello, officers. How do you do?
Better find another way around.
It'll be up there, won't it? Ooh.
I don't know what he sees in her.
Money!
Ha 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 ha. Light the way, the devil's kiss. Marlowe's patented vigors, murder of crows. Oh, with these plasmids. Finest vigors. I think vigors are the new plasmids. Irresistible charm, a discreet vigor. The devil's kiss. That can't be that popular in this particular world. Shock jockey, exclusively from Fink Industries. Now, someone mentioned Fink. Didn't she mention Fink something to do with the Vox Populi? I'm not sure. Who needs the power company?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by and by? Is a